Did you know that with just one small change to your breakfast, you can improve blood circulation in your lower abdomen by up to 40% after the age of 60? According to the American Urological Association, more than 70% of men over 60 experience nighttime urination, frequent urges to urinate, and a noticeable drop in energy. But only about 1 in 5 truly understand that a poor quality breakfast is one of the silent causes behind these issues. Many people believe that aging is the reason the body feels tired and vitality declines. But in reality, your body still has the ability to recover if you know how to give it the right nutrients at the right time. And the most important time is in the morning. In this video, I will share 5 familiar foods that you can easily add to your breakfast. These not only support healthy blood flow to your lower body, but also help regulate age-related hormones and give you more stability and strength each day. Before we continue, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. If you find this helpful, type the number 1 below. If it does not quite match your needs, feel free to type 0. I read every comment to improve content for people like you. 1. Whole eggs. Richard is a 67-year-old man living in the suburbs of Ohio. He once shared that on many mornings, he would wake up with heavy legs, a cold feeling in his lower abdomen, and noticeably low energy. What puzzled him was that even though he had no clear medical issues, he still felt weaker with each passing day when he came in for a checkup. The first question I asked was not about medication or medical history. I simply asked, "What do you eat for breakfast?" Richard laughed and said, "Probably just black coffee and a slice of bread, if I remember." That is a common habit among many men over 60. What they often do not realize is that after a long night of rest, the body needs proper nutrition to restore blood flow and hormone function. And one of the most effective foods for this purpose is something almost everyone has in the fridge: whole eggs. Whole eggs, especially the yolks, contain an ideal combination of nutrients for older men. They include vitamin D, which supports the production of male hormones. Choline and vitamin B12 help maintain healthy nervous system function. Meanwhile, leucine, an essential amino acid, plays a direct role in repairing weakened muscle groups, including the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are crucial for bladder control, balance, and a steady feeling during daily activities. Unlike many supplements that take time to be absorbed, eggs eaten in the morning can help activate blood flow to sensitive muscle areas that often lack proper nourishment when breakfast is skipped or poorly planned. When blood is delivered efficiently, a sense of warmth, flexibility, and vitality returns to the lower abdomen. This is a natural response when the body receives the nutrients it needs. As for Richard, after switching his breakfast to 2 boiled eggs every day, without salt or frying oil, he called back 4 weeks later and said with a laugh, "I feel like I'm 40 again, even though my hair's still gray." Eggs may seem simple, but when eaten at the right time, they act as a key to jumpstart circulation and energy for the entire lower body, something many people only think about when it is already too late. 2. Oats and chia seeds. Henry is a retired man living in Florida after leaving his job. He gradually felt that he no longer had the energy he once did. Every morning when he woke up, he described a heavy feeling, poor balance, and sometimes even found it difficult to climb the stairs. Although he had no clear medical conditions, Henry felt like his body was slowly shutting down. But what surprised him most was not any medicine or exercise. It was a simple change in his bowl of oats. The first food I recommended to Henry was oats. It may seem like a plain choice, but oats are incredibly valuable for men over 60. Inside oats is a special type of fiber called beta-glucan, which is well known in Harvard University studies as a natural cleanser for blood vessels. When you eat oats in the morning, beta-glucan works like a gentle broom, sweeping away plaque buildup that narrows the arteries. This means blood can flow more easily, even to the deeper areas of the lower abdomen, a region often overlooked but essential for maintaining male vitality. But I didn't stop there. I advised Henry to sprinkle 1 spoonful of chia seeds into his oatmeal each morning. Why chia seeds? Because inside those tiny grains is a powerhouse of minerals, omega-3 magnesium, and potassium. These 3 elements play a major role in relaxing blood vessels, reducing inflammation, and stabilizing age-related hormones. When the blood vessels are relaxed and blood flows smoothly, organs such as the prostate and urinary system function more rhythmically. Issues like frequent urination, difficulty urinating, or weakness in the lower abdomen gradually begin to improve. Henry took the advice. He replaced sugary commercial cereal with a bowl of cooked oats, added chia seeds, a few blueberries, and a dash of cinnamon. 2 weeks later, he called back and said, "I didn't expect such an affordable meal to make my legs feel lighter, help me sleep better, and wake up without feeling groggy." What Henry didn't realize was that he had just sent a strong signal to his body. Blood can flow. Hormones can rebalance. Let's begin again. Starting this morning, a bowl of oats at the right time is not just a meal. It is the first step in reclaiming stability and control for men over 60. 3. Watermelon Bill, a 71-year-old man living in Texas, once told me a very humorous line. I used to think watermelon was just a summer dessert. Now it turns out to be an entire recovery strategy. Bill's story began with a heavy feeling in his lower abdomen, cold hands and feet each morning, and a complete loss of the vitality he once had. But after just 1 week of changing his breakfast to include a few slices of watermelon, he called back laughing and said, "I don't know if it's the fruit or the fact that I'm finally eating a real breakfast, but clearly something inside is waking up." What Bill experienced was no coincidence. Watermelon contains a compound called citrulline. Once inside the body, it converts into arginine, an important amino acid that stimulates the production of nitric oxide, a natural substance that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation to the lower body. This is the same biological mechanism used in some circulation-enhancing medications, but watermelon comes with no side effects, puts no strain on the liver or kidneys, and can be enjoyed regularly as part of a meal. Especially for men over 60, blood flow to the lower abdomen declines quietly year after year. This often leads to coldness, heaviness, or a lack of control when moving or standing up. When nitric oxide is properly activated, blood circulates more effectively, nourishing muscles and nerves in the lower body, restoring a sense of vitality, confidence, and natural hormone balance. I advised Bill to eat watermelon on an empty stomach or about 30 minutes before breakfast for the best effect. Just 2 to 3 thin slices each time is enough. There is no need to overeat. More importantly, the white part of the rind, which most people ignore, actually contains the highest amount of citrulline. You can blend it into a smoothie or chew it gently. The taste is mild, but it offers great value for your blood vessels. After only 1 week, Bill noticed a real difference. When I wake up, my hands and feet feel warmer, and there's no more heaviness in my lower abdomen. The strangest thing is that I feel alive again. He said, "Watermelon is not just a refreshing fruit. When used properly and at the right time, it becomes a quiet companion on the journey to restoring circulation and energy in old age." 4. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic sea salt. Thomas, a 70-year-old man living in Oregon, came to the clinic looking quite fatigued. He said, "I don't feel any pain. I don't feel sick, but every morning I wake up with heavy legs, a numb lower abdomen, and I have to hold on to the table just to stand." He had tried everything, from massage and supplements to simple exercises, but nothing helped. After listening to his daily routine and diet, I suggested a change that seemed almost too simple: half a steamed sweet potato with a pinch of Celtic sea salt in the early morning. The reason lies in how your body functions after a long night of sleep. When you wake up, your body enters a temporary low-energy state. Your blood vessels and nervous system need to be gently awakened, without enough nutrients to start the day. The lower abdomen, which carries a major role in managing urination, balance, and hormone support, can easily fall into sluggishness. Sweet potatoes, with their slow-digesting complex carbohydrates, provide an ideal source of energy that helps muscles and nerves gradually recover without spiking blood sugar levels. Unlike white bread or processed cereals, sweet potatoes help maintain stable glucose levels, keep the central nervous system alert, and ease the pressure on the urinary system and prostate. I recommended adding Celtic sea salt, not regular refined salt, but a natural, unprocessed salt rich in over 80 trace minerals. These minerals help the body retain hydration, transmit nerve signals, regulate blood pressure, and support male hormone function when used in the right amount. Celtic salt does not raise blood pressure. In fact, it helps stabilize circulation from within. 3 days later, Thomas returned. He smiled and said, "I'm not sure if it was the sweet potato or the salt, but this morning I stood up without needing to grab the edge of the bed." That sense of steadiness may have been the first sign of a body beginning to heal itself from the inside out. A soft, steamed sweet potato with a bit of natural salt may sound simple, but it holds powerful effects on circulation, the nervous system, and male vitality in older adults. Starting your day with this gentle meal is your body's way of saying thank you through a full day of balance and relief. 5. Avocado. It is not always expensive or rare foods that bring the most benefit. Sometimes something as simple as a ripe avocado can be the key to restoring vitality and improving circulation in men over 60. Many people still think of avocado as just a fun snack or salad topping, but in reality, it is a kind of superfood for older adults, especially when it comes to hormones and blood vessel health. Avocado contains monounsaturated fats, a type of natural fat that the body deeply needs after age 60 to help produce male hormones. In addition, avocado is rich in vitamin E, potassium, and B vitamins, all of which play roles in protecting blood vessels, fighting cellular oxidation, and calming the nervous system. What is especially interesting is that avocado helps blood vessel walls stay soft and flexible, making it easier for blood to flow into deeper areas, places that are often neglected as the body ages. I remember David, a 68-year-old man from North Carolina. He frequently felt tired, off balance, and had trouble sleeping deeply. When I suggested that he try eating half an avocado each morning for 2 weeks, along with a small amount of protein and slow-digesting carbs, he was hesitant. But just 10 days later, he called and said, "Doctor, I didn't expect just adding avocado would make my hands and feet feel more agile, my mind clearer, and every morning I feel just a bit stronger." I recommend eating avocado alongside other breakfast foods to create a synergistic effect. One easy suggestion is half a ripe avocado gently mashed, 1 boiled egg, a few slices of watermelon, and a piece of steamed sweet potato. This is not a complicated meal, but a well-rounded nutritional combination that can stimulate blood flow, balance hormones, and help the body feel more stable and grounded from within. An avocado a day is not just for healthy skin or a full stomach. For men over 60, it can be a small part of awakening energy, balancing hormones, and improving circulation in the most natural and safest way possible. Many people believe that to improve vitality or circulatory health, they need to rely on medications or expensive supplements. But in reality, Your body often just needs a small, consistent push each morning to begin recovering naturally. And the best part is, you can start right in your own kitchen as soon as tomorrow. The first step is to pick one food that feels easiest for you to prepare and enjoy out of the 5 we just discussed. It might be 2 boiled eggs if you are short on time, or a bowl of cooked oats with chia seeds if you prefer something light on the stomach. It could also be a few slices of watermelon before breakfast, or half a steamed sweet potato right after waking up. If you have a ripe avocado on hand, try gently mashing half of it to enjoy with a slice of whole grain bread. What matters most is not which food you start with, but that you start. Start by listening to your body after sleep, and respond with a gentle, nourishing meal. About 1 hour after waking up is when your body's systems open up, ready to absorb nutrients. That is when blood vessels naturally expand. Hormones are more easily activated, the nervous system becomes more receptive, and everything begins to run more smoothly. I recommend trying one of these 5 foods consistently for at least 7 days, then switching or combining them to keep things fresh. You may be surprised at how clearly your body responds to one simple change: a proper breakfast. Many people report deeper sleep, a warm feeling in the lower abdomen, easier movement, and above all, a clearer and brighter state of mind, all within just a week. You do not need to change your entire diet overnight. But if tomorrow morning you begin with one healthy choice, you are already building a strong foundation for long-term prostate health, hormonal balance, and urinary well-being. So, where will you begin? A boiled egg or a bowl of oats? Leave a comment. I am always here to listen and support you on your journey to lasting health in older age. We have just completed a journey through 5 familiar foods that hold remarkable power in supporting blood circulation, restoring hormone balance, and maintaining natural vitality for men over 60. Whole eggs provide complete nourishment for the pelvic floor muscles. Oats and chia seeds work as a duo to cleanse blood vessels and stabilize hormones. Watermelon, often seen as just a refreshing fruit, actually boosts the body's natural nitric oxide levels. Steamed sweet potatoes with Celtic sea salt strengthen both circulatory and nervous system foundations. And finally, avocado, nature's gift, filled with healthy fats and vitamins that help the body produce hormones naturally and sustainably. What matters most is that you do not need to do everything at once. Just one small change each morning is enough to lay the first stone for a healthier future in older age. No supplements, no high cost, just patience and a better understanding of your own body. You can begin tomorrow with 1 egg, a slice of sweet potato, or a few spoonfuls of ripe avocado. Each proper breakfast is a steady step toward better sleep, lighter movement, and a deeper sense of well-being from within. If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on foods, herbs, and natural ways to support male vitality in older age. And how will you begin? Share the breakfast you choose today. It just might be the inspiration another person your age needs to help their body find balance again.